Is voice search real, and what does it mean to me as a small business owner? Now, this is a question that comes up quite often. It's been asked a lot. Now, that's because you get all these phone calls, people calling you up saying, "Hey, guess what? We got you. We can get you voice listed. You don't have to touch anything." I've always said since the very beginning that voice search and local SEO go hand in hand. When we do the listing networks and we blast you out to up to 300 networks and include those, we're optimizing each of those listings. By having the platform, you're optimizing it by doing those posts, by doing questions and answers. You're building up your profiles to where there's more data and more there. So if you look at it, it's you got three different pillars that are inside of there, and I'll link up to there for when I talk about my pillar video. But it's one of those things to where you have to make sure that you have enough content coming down. You have to build enough trust, and you have to build enough authority inside of each of your programs. What happens for a lot of companies or businesses is they just want to be able to just, boom, here's my information, go get it. And it really doesn't work that way. You got to make sure you're building your profiles, building everything up. We make it simple because you can do it from one spot. It takes about 5 to 10 minutes per day with Simply Be Found. But you have to make sure that you are doing that on a consistent basis. Make sure that you're getting reviews. That is everything that's going to power and feed that engine. Voice search, and if your business is going to pop up, if I say, "Hey, Alexa, find a plumber near me," that is so new. It's such a new technology that it's not perfect. They're doing updates to it constantly. They're pulling data from different sources. There's a lot of pieces. It's not just a one and done. So as you start to think about voice search and putting it into your strategy for 2024, make sure you think about all these things. Make sure you think about, okay, I got to make sure I'm doing this stuff. So if you start off with a free plan of Simply Be Found, you are going to be able to start building up those pillars of trust, content, and authority to where you have that ability to then go out there and conquer everything. Now, if you add those listings, does it happen overnight? No, it doesn't happen overnight. You got to let them build. It can sometimes take anywhere between 30 and 120 days to start really getting across to a lot of those platforms. So keep that in mind as you're building your strategy. It's a long-term play, a lot of short-term stuff that can get you results quickly, but it's not an end all, it's not a magic bullet. You got to make sure you're putting the work in to be able to get it done. That's my opinion of where we are for voice search.